This is a little demonstration of my 4/8-way switching. I have the Spark CE optical switches in my JLFs, and they have a potentiometer, a trim pot here to make adjustments. What I've done, I've removed that, just replaced it with some pins. So that now goes to this little board instead, which has two sets of trim pots. And the first set, that'll adjust it for 4-way. The way it works is you increase the resistance, which decreases the voltage, which makes the IR emitters dimmer, and it makes the joystick less sensitive. So you decrease the sensitivity to the point that it cannot hit the corners, and it will not register in the corners at all. When this little opto isolator is powered, it will piggyback this second set of pots, running them in parallel with these, which will decrease the resistance and make the IR LEDs brighter, and therefore allowing it to be sensitive enough to register the corners. The little opto isolator is powered by this Pololu Micro Maestro servo controller. It's a servo controller, but it also has a setting where you can just have it as a digital output and it can power LEDs, which is basically what's inside the opto isolator. So, and the Pololu software I was already using for the rotation, so this surprised me. It actually required different software, but launches via command line or auto hotkey. It's easy to work with. So we have the CADE keyboard test utility. It's nice because it can register multiple keys at the same time. Some of the other test utilities can't. So you can see I'm in 4-way mode. It will hit one or the other, but you have to really try, and it usually cannot hit both at the same time. Player 2 joystick is the same way. Looks like I have the sensitivity a little off on that, but that can be adjusted out. So if we go up here and turn on 8-way mode, and you can see it spends a lot more time in the corners, and you can adjust that as sensitive or as not sensitive as you want. We go back to 4-way mode. Now it defaults to 4-way mode if the opto isolator isn't powered. I would rather it default to 8-way mode, but it was just so much simpler to do it this way. I may revisit it later and be able to do a little board.